It's coffee time!
Good morning, guys. It is already Tuesday. Now, why did I not vlog yesterday, Monday? It does have an explanation. So yesterday I woke up and I was still feeling a lot of pain from my neck and my upper back, and I decided to go to a doctor, take care of that, and I went into a little treatment yesterday to try to fix it. Normally they give me like a couple of proper like massage here on the neck and stuff, because most of the time when I get that kind of pain, it means that I get that from the tension and the stress at work, from the screen and everything on the computer. And yeah, so I slept a lot and I was all the time in this kind of weird sitting position, so I did watch some Netflix, but I didn't do much and I didn't feel too much like vlogging because there was nothing going on. Honestly, like I had nothing to show you and I thought it was gonna be very boring, so I decided not to vlog. And I also didn't get to too much reading because I didn't want to force my neck to be like in a weird reading position, you know what I mean? So I did read a little bit of One by One and I made it to 70% of it. I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of like I really dig the story and what's happening. It's written in a way that it is nicely written. It might be a little bit of a simplistic kind of book in a way because of the story and the way it's written. It might not be that intricate, but I'm kind of liking that as well, that they're keeping it very simple in a way. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the story, so I hope to finish it today and then still have a couple of days to dive into Lisa, because I really want to know how that book is and let you guys know about it. And now it's time to get to work. When you live in the middle of the world and there's only one bus that can take you to the train station and you just missed it and you have to wait 20 minutes. So you guys, on the way to work, and because I had so much time waiting for my bus and the train and everything, I'm a little bit delayed for what I wanted to be at work, but that's fine. But I'm already 91% into the book and it has taken a weird turn and I don't know yet what I think about it. I feel like the idea is great and it's something that I should really love, but it feels a bit messy. I don't know, but this is an arc, so maybe there were things that were modified on the final copy, so I don't know about that. I would still recommend the book though so far, because I think the main story, it's awesome. It kind of gives slight vibes of The Shining or The House on the Haunted Hill, something like that, but it also has another twist that I cannot tell you about because then I'm gonna spoil it for you, that I always like in horror movies. So I'm kind of torn because I think it's written a bit messy, but the main idea, it's fantastic. Hi you guys, so I finished the One by One book and I gave it 3.5. I think the very ending, the last 10%, kind of redeemed the story for me and I ended up enjoying the ending way more than I thought I was going to. But if you're looking for a quick spooky book in a house and a family and the daughter that starts seeing things and a mystery that needs to be solved, I think this might be for you. And now I'm going to start reading Lisa, which is kind of like a horror thriller as well, about a journalist that investigates some murders, and I'll keep you updated with that. And yeah, let's read a little bit. We are back home and your girl got book mail today. So first things first, I got this little horror book. It's called Hatchet by Gary Paulson and it's supposed to be really good. It's short, so I thought I might read this end of September, beginning of October while I transition to the next month, maybe even finish it before September ends for my September TBR. We shall see. And the other one is super exciting because it's a Stephen King book that I didn't have in hardcover, and I got a first edition. And I didn't know it was a first edition. I just ordered secondhand in very good you know, quality, and I got Cujo. Please forgive my birds in the background. They're very happy that mommy is back home, so they're talking to me. So we have Cujo, a novel by Stephen King, and it comes like with this protective already, and it's so cool. This is the back. Here's our man that just got his birthday not long ago on the 21st of September. And I mean, this cover, I mean, you guys, come on. It's so simple but so beautiful. I'm in love with it, and this is for my Stephen King collection. Now let's talk about the book that I'm currently reading, which I think I'm pronouncing incorrectly. I always call it Lesat, but I think that's my Spanish pronunciation coming to the rescue. I think it's supposed to be something like Lisa, I don't know, but I'll put, you know, a picture here so you know what I'm talking about. So basically, I really love the main idea of this book. It's this journalist that is always kind of looking for new stories, new interviews for a podcast that he has, and somebody tells him about this abandoned, creepy place, that there are so many stories about it, that it's haunted, that crimes were committed there, whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna be smart and I'm gonna go somewhere that people say it's dangerous, and I'm gonna make a story out of it. And so he goes there to investigate alone. He doesn't tell anybody that he's going there, and basically he blacks out when he's getting closer to this abandoned place, and the next time he wakes up, he is on a hospital bed, and he starts to think that, you know, the place he's in looks weird, and there are some sort of nurses that come in that also look weird, and he doesn't know what's happening. He asks to see a doctor, and you know, and on the first chapter, this is all happening at the very beginning, he figures out that he has landed in an institute for the mentally disabled and stuff. And you know, this building was supposed to be abandoned, but apparently it's not, or is he's like in sort of like in another reality. I don't know yet. I'm already 30% into the book, and my only issue with the book is the following. I think it's getting very repetitive, and the story is getting really confusing at times, and I don't know if this was intentionally made by the author to give us the same feeling that our main character has, Greg, because he's also very confused. He doesn't know where he is, he doesn't know what's happening. They're injecting him with stuff, and also I don't know if that was the intention of the author to make us feel like Greg confused, or if it's just the wording that it's confusing things for me. But it's feeling a little bit repetitive and confusing, and I'm only 30% in, so we shall see. But I do like the main story, and I do have to review it for NetGalley, so I want to finish it because it's not a very long book. I think it's only 240 pages, so that should be manageable. But it's a pity because the main story is something that I was like, this is gonna be great, but so far it's not really great for me. So now I'm gonna make some food, and I think I'm gonna watch a bit of Netflix. I've been watching Unbelievable. It is a limited mini-series to Netflix about some rapings that have been committed in different counties, and the police officers don't know that they're kind of chasing the same rapist. And yeah, so that's basically what it is about. And at the beginning I was unsure if I was gonna check it out or not, but I'm actually really enjoying it. Toni Collette is in it, and I really like her as an actress, and so far it's really good. It's way better than I imagined, but trigger warning obviously for rape and sexual assault, and it's sort of graphic, you know, so if you are triggered by that, might not be for you, but that is the plan. And then I will continue reading a little bit of Lesat or Lesat or whatever it is, but yeah, and then I'll keep you updated on my thoughts on the book. So I wanted to go to bed and call it a day and read a little bit more on my Kindle, but I decided that since I'm 30% on Lesat and I'm not digging it as much as I thought I was going to, and I don't want to get into a reading slump or like read for like 5 minutes and be done with it, I decided I'm going to start a new book, because why not spice things up? So we're gonna start with Hatchet, which I just got today in the mail. So we're just gonna start right away. And all I know, because I just quickly read the synopsis, is that it is about a 13-year-old boy that is on an airplane to visit his father, and the plane crashes. I guess he's the only survivor, and he is left alone in the Canadian wilderness, and he needs to survive there. So we'll see. And this one is short, so it's perfect to finish the last days of the Monster-A-Thon. And it's kind of horror, or that's how it was pitched to me, so I hope it is. And yeah, it's also something that sounds interesting, and hopefully it will keep me motivated to finish also my ebook. Because so far, if it doesn't start to pick up, it's not going to be a really fun read. So according to the book, as I could read here, it says that it is a YA and a survival story. So I still hope there's going to be some horror in it, because that's how Amazon sold this book to me. I was searching for horror books, and I've chosen these bookmark, which I think fits the book really well. And let's get to it. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. I'm on the way to work. I started Hatchet last night, and I just realized when I went to put it into Goodreads that it's part of a saga of books. Good times. So it's called the Brian's Saga, which is the name of the 13-year-old guy that gets stranded in these woods. And so I'm guessing that maybe it's gonna be like an open ending now, like a cliffhanger, because apparently there's a series of books. So once I finish the book, I'll decide if I want to continue with this little book series. But since they are very small books, I guess it should be fine, because the books are around 180 pages, so it's nothing too big commitment. But so far the book is really nice. So basically it's the story I was telling you about yesterday. It's this 13-year-old, his parents are divorced, and he's going to visit his dad. And he's not on a regular plane though, he's only in a plane that it's kind of only the pilot and himself, that's it. And so the pilot starts to feel really bad, and Brian is like, what do I do now? And the pilot cannot fly anymore, so they end up crashing. And that's when Brian is the only survivor, and now he needs to figure out how to get warmth, how to fight the mosquitoes, how to get water, how to get food. So that's where we are at. So it's kind of like Lost meets Lord of the Flies. And we made it to the office, you guys, so I'm gonna brew some coffee. Today we're also going back to the gym after my neck problems. I still have some little pain, but not too much, so I'm gonna try to go to the gym and do something, because I get very depressed without the gym. I kind of need it. I don't know, it just clears my head and helps me. So I'm gonna try to go and make a quick session at the gym today and keep on reading Hatchet. I think it might be more about like plain survival than really horror, but we shall see. The cover, the name, and Amazon putting it on the horror did not help me. But hey, if it's a nice story, I don't have anything against it. And honestly, being stranded in the jungle when you're 13, it's pretty much horror. My tip of the week: if you've been out of the gym because you've been sick or you had an injury, which can happen, you need time to heal, don't push yourself too hard. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Do whatever you can and be proud of it, and your best is good enough that day, because you're getting back to it, you're putting the effort, you got this. I made it home and I took care of the best part of having cats, which is cleaning their toilets. And yeah, so I have 2 cats, I have 2 toilets. You're supposed to have 1 more than cats you have, but I only have space for 2, so they have to deal with that. And so now that's been taken care of, I think I'm gonna try to take a couple of pictures for my Instagram and for some special posts that I have in mind, because I have not been taking many pictures of books or anything in particular lately. So I think I'm gonna try to do that. And I think my neck pain is getting worse again, so I'm gonna have to go and try to get another professional massage before the end of the week, hopefully. And yeah, I've been reading Hatchet, and I'm in page, I think 80 or so, so I only have 100 pages to go. So far it's good. It's basically so far just a kid trying to survive in the jungle, having zero idea what he's doing and how to survive. So it's interesting, and even though it's not horror, at least not yet, I'm still enjoying it. And yeah, I think I will try to finish that today before I finish my ebook, because I was not enjoying that one so much, so I took a break with this short book, which is, I think, totally understandable when you feel like a book is gonna put you in a reading slump. Maybe you want to take a break from that book and come back later, because nobody wants a reading slump. It's not fun. So yeah, that's the plan for today. And I might be even treat myself to some pizza, because I've been feeling sick for some time now with my neck and stuff, and I feel like I don't want to cook tonight, and I rarely order pizza, so I might do it because today they have a very good offer for vegan pizza, where basically I can get 2 pizzas for 10 euros, which is not much money. So yeah, I think I might do that and watch some Netflix later as well. So that's kind of my plan right now. We shall see. So here's a little bit of a spoiler. I'm taking a couple of pictures, and one of them is one of the books that I want to give away soon on my Twitter, so I'm gonna have to put that up before this vlog goes up, because else it's gonna be a big spoiler. But it's a book that I have double. It's a new book, and I thought it would be great for the spooky season, for October, for people to read. And since I have it as well, if you know we have time to buddy read it, we could do that as well. So yeah, and normally I take my pictures on the floor, and I use basic stuff. I'm still kind of learning how to take proper aesthetically pleasing book pictures. So basically I just put like a scarf, always like a background, and then I put a couple of things. Since this is going to be like a spooky horror book, I tried to make it a little bit kind of fall themed, kind of, you know, spooky themed. And yeah, so this is one of the pictures that I've taken today. So you guys, the pizzas are here, and because I ordered 2 pizzas, the guy was looking behind me to see if there were more people in the house. No, bro, it's just me. So here is one of the vegan pizzas, and here's the other one. They only have 2 vegan ones, but I'm glad, because before Domino's didn't have vegan pizza, so you had to order it without cheese. But now these ones come with vegan cheese, and they are so creamy and so nice. So now I'm gonna watch some Netflix and dig into these babies. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. I cannot wait for the weekend. I'm on my way to work, but I just stopped here to quickly make a little video. So yesterday I watched until episode 7 of Unbelievable, and I'm just dying to watch the last episode today. And I was reading Hatchet. I'm nearly done with the book, and I don't think I'm gonna keep on reading this saga, because I understand it's a survival book and this kid needs to survive however he can, but it's turning a little bit into hunting in a way that it's a bit disrespectful for the animals, in my opinion. It might be that I'm just too sensitive with the animal cruelty thing, I don't know, and I'm not having a good time. So I didn't want to DNF it because I wanted to count for the Readathon, and because, you know, it's a short book and I just want to finish it. But I just got it in the mail, and I think before I haul it, I'm gonna be unhauling it, sadly. But if you don't mind, you know, hunting animals and things like that, you might enjoy this survival story. So basically, you guys, I'm currently reading Hatchet, which thank God I'm nearly finished. And on my Kindle I'm reading Lissath, and it's 2 books I'm not enjoying. So basically not a good ending to my reading month, but I'm gonna push through them. This one because it's nearly done, it's very short, and then I'm done with it. And this one because I promised to review it for NetGalley, and the ones from NetGalley I try not to DNF, and I try to finish them because, you know, when you offer your review services, you don't know how the book is gonna be yet, so they just ask for you to be honest. So obviously I'm not gonna give it 5 coffee mugs, but I still want to review it, and who knows, I've only read like 30-40%, so it might get better. I mean, probably not, but we shall see. So not ending the month in a good note, but excited about October, and I'm getting ready to prepare my October TBR, which gives me life, because I'm really excited about reading a lot of horror. Because I chose a couple of big Stephen King books, it might be that I don't get to read too many books, but I am excited to be rereading some Stephen King. And also I'm excited because in October I'm going to be posting my announcement of my very own first readathon that I'm going to attempt to plan and host in November. So the whole month of November I'm going to make a readathon, if you guys want to join me, that it's going to be all based on horror. And it doesn't matter if you're a newbie to horror, if you're a little bit of a chicken and you don't like, you know, horror that it's too much, or if you're a pro, if you love horror, it doesn't matter, because you can choose the books that you're going to read, and I'm going to give my best to also provide you with some choices depending on your level of, you know, horror or how much you can take. So yeah, I'm really excited about that as well. So even though I'm not finishing the month with good books, at least I'm excited that the, you know, Halloween season is coming, and for the rest of the year I'm gonna try to read mostly horror, but I also have a couple of other books that I want to pick up before the end of the year, because it's coming and you can feel it. So anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go grab my coffee, and sadly I have to work. I'm gonna try to go to the gym again today, taking it easy, one step at a time. Probably I'm gonna have to go to another physiotherapy kind of session, because I can still feel my neck is very tense. So there's a doctor directly at my gym, so I'm just gonna go and ask if they have any appointments to go and get a massage and everything, like a professional one. And yeah, so that's gonna be my day for now, and I'll probably see you later when I'm back home, and I'll let you know if I read a little bit more. When you get home, this is what you find. We have old man number 1. Excuse me. You had a good nap? Okay. And we have old man number 2, who hates cameras and people in general. But he loves his blankie. This blanket for him is everything. He loves it. It's very fluffy. Hi, Blakey, honey. I know. Life is hard. I know. Tell me about it. I know. I know. I came back home. I had a good gym day. I took it easy still, because I'm still with pains, so I just did a little bit of cardio, and I did a little bit of bicep tricep, something that it's a bit more only in the arms, like it doesn't engage my neck so much as when I train, for example, back or shoulders, or you know, when I squat I put the bar on my shoulders. So I just tried to do some bicep tricep exercises to wake up the muscles a little bit. And now I got home and I want to make a video for tomorrow, because there is this new challenge for the Monster-A-Thon, which is to make a video and recommend people some books based on our fears. So I thought that was a great idea, and even though I'm low energy and I'm not feeling that well, and all I want to do is have a shower and crawl into bed, to be honest, I'm still gonna do it, because I really want to do it and put it up tomorrow Friday, so that you all guys can check it out. So now I'm gonna get ready for the video, then I'm probably gonna have a shower and eat something and rest a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it quiet today for the rest of the day. However, talking about books, I finished Hatchet. I have to admit that the last 20-30 pages I kind of skimmed through them, because I just couldn't take it anymore. I just wanted it to end, and it was definitely not my thing. I thought this book was something completely different. Might have been my fault, might have been misleading information from Amazon, who knows. But no, it got very repetitive towards, you know, once you've passed half the book it gets very repetitive, and it was only basically about hunting, killing animals, eating animals, and I was like, no. So probably gonna get rid of this book. I'm probably gonna rate it 1 to 2 stars. Sorry. So now I just have to finish the book that I have on my Kindle, and we will be done with the Monster-A-Thon. So probably I'm going to drag this vlog for this last week until maybe Tuesday. We shall see, so that I have, you know, the complete review, including the last book, before I wrap up these vlogs of the Monster-A-Thon. Hi guys, it's finally Friday, last day of work, and also I have an appointment today at the physio so that I can get some help with my neck and upper back. It's kind of just like a first visit to see where the problem could be, what could be done, what kind of treatment would I need, and stuff like that. So I hope that goes well, and I'm gonna keep on reading on my ebook today, even though I'm still not really into the book. I just feel like it's very repetitive. So this journalist got trapped into this kind of asylum, this kind of like place for the mentally disabled, and he doesn't know how he even got there because the building that he was approaching to was abandoned, but somehow he ended up in this mental institution and he doesn't know how to get out. Doesn't seem to be a way out, and he's kind of working with the other inmates to see how they're gonna go out. I'm calling them inmates because they're kind of really trapped there against their will in a way. So basically it's all super repetitive all the time, and that's why I'm not really enjoying it so much. And it's a little bit of you know, it gets confusing a lot of times. I don't know if it's just me, but it's still doing the same thing in the book. So we will see, because I'm not even 50% through and I'm already not really enjoying it. So you guys, I'm now officially halfway through the book, and I think I understand now my problem with the book, and it's the characters. There are many characters that were introduced at the same time when this guy goes into this mental institution, and I think it just became a big ball of information, and all the characters talk also in between, and I don't think there is a good separation between that, and you get all confused who is who did what, and yeah, that's why it's very confusing. I think that's my main issue, but I'm still gonna finish it, so we shall see. Maybe it gets better. I just came back home. Let's see what the cats are doing. Hello? Excuse me. Mommy's home. Are you awake? Half awake? Are you done, honey? Yes, you are. Hi. Oh. Oh. I'm back home and have a couple of things to address with you. So I did go to the doctor today, and they did confirm that I have a lot of tension built up on my neck, and a couple of problems with probably the way that I have my setup at work, you know, with the computers and the monitors, and the tension that I'm putting on my neck while I work and everything. So they did tell me that I can get from my insurance kind of like a paper that says that I need to be treated and get like 6 sessions with them, and they will work with me to relieve the tension so that the pains go away. So I'm gonna be doing that, because I went there today and the doctor was like punching and touching and stuff. It kind of hurts a little bit more right now, so I'm gonna take it easy for the rest of the day, and I think I'm just going to have some dinner now and probably do some Netflix and chill, probably watch something to cheer me up like RuPaul or something about serial killers. That also kind of cheers me up. I know it's weird, but I just love those kind of stories. I just feel fascination for them. So we will do that. And the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, it's related to my reading. So I was reading before the last time that I talked to you guys, Leseth, and this was an arc that I received from NetGalley that comes out, I believe, on the 30th of September. So that's what I'm reading it now. Today is the 27th. And so I requested it because it was horror and I really loved the premise of it. It's this journalist that lives alone and has told nobody that he was going to investigate this old abandoned building that was supposed to be haunted, and he goes there and suddenly the next thing he knows is he is trapped in a mental institution, and he asks to talk to the manager, and he's informed that they found him outside with clothing like the ones from the mental institution, and that he seemed similar to somebody that had escaped, so that's why they had brought him in, which is kind of a lot of BS. But anyways, he's trapped there and he's kind of getting to know how they work, this mental institution. He's getting to know the inmates and he's kind of making friendships with them only because he wants to find a way to get out, and he thinks it's going to be easier if he has help. And everything is very confusing. I think the author was trying to go for like an older style of you know, like the old gothic books kind of thing, and leaving everything a little bit more mysterious. And I don't know, I think it ended up being just very confusing and a little bit messy. I know other people had the same issue that I had, that everything got very confusing, that they didn't know which character was which anymore. And you know, I think the author also tried to write in a way to make people feel a little bit claustrophobic because we're supposed to be trapped there like our main character is, but I just don't think it translated properly in the book. The main issue is that the whole plot is very messy. Everything is confusing. The characters are confusing. You don't know who is who anymore. Nothing is explained. You don't know why, where, who, what, and it's just a hot mess. And there are sometimes pages that I believe are supposed to be flashbacks, and they're like only like 1.5 pages of a flashback, but it's nothing like major or super important. You don't even know also whose character's flashback it is. And I think if you're gonna put a flashback in a book, it has to be because it's something important for that character and for that moment in the book. For me, a flashback makes sense if the character is experiencing now something that he experienced before, and you know, the author wants to let us know that he's been through something like that already, because that might change the way that he reacts, right? And the other thing that I understand that a flashback is needed is if the character is living through something that it's triggering a memory from his past, that it's important. But I felt these flashbacks were peanuts, like they were not even relevant or anything. They were not traumatic events, like to the point where it was necessary to go back to that moment. I don't know. I just felt like everything was a mess. And I've been trying so hard not to DNF this book because I was thinking, I got this arc from NetGalley and I promised to give them a review, and how can I not finish this now? But then I was like, let's take a second here. Let's take a breather. You're a human being. And your honest review is you want to DNF this book. Am I enjoying this book? No. Do I want to read this book? No. So why? You know, I just came to the conclusion that I don't know why I'm having such a hard time DNFing this book. I should just DNF it, because the truth is I'm not enjoying it. I'm putting myself through misery. I'm forcing myself to read it. I don't want to read it. Just thinking of finishing the book just gives me headaches, you know. So why should I, just because it's a NetGalley arc? No, if a publisher would send me an arc and I don't like it, I would DNF it as well. So why shouldn't I DNF this one? So I'm proud that I made it until 56%, and I think I'm gonna leave it at there, because normally I DNF books really early on. I never rate them, but because I've already read halfway through the book, I think I'm gonna rate this one and just put DNF'd at 56%, so people know my review is only based on that I have read, and just provide my honest review, which is basically what NetGalley wanted. So I'm sorry that I'll have to tell them that I DNF'd it, but this is, you know, what I felt with the book. And you know, I always want to be honest. I don't want to be somebody that it's like, oh, if I always give 5 coffee mugs to all the NetGalley arcs that I get, they're gonna give me more. No, because they're asking for my honest opinion, so that's what I'm gonna give them, you know. And yeah, I was scared of DNFing or giving low ratings to NetGalley arcs, but I shouldn't be, because they're asking for my honest opinion, right? If you don't want my honest opinion, then don't ask for that, I guess. But yeah, so just to let you know that I'm gonna be DNFing it. So I'm not saying you might not love it, it's just not for me. So you know, be my guest if you want to give it a try. But yeah, I'm gonna be DNFing that one, and because today I don't feel like starting a new book, and there's only a couple of days left before the end of the month, so I don't know if I'm gonna try to start and read a short book before the month ends or what I'm gonna do. But for today, I'm just gonna take it easy. Like I said, make some dinner, watch some Netflix, rest my neck, have a good night's sleep, and we will see, you know, tomorrow. It's another day, and I can, you know, then see if I have any other short book that I might want to read before the end of the month or not. And yeah, so that's my plan for the day. That's the big update. And I'll see you guys probably somewhere during the weekend, or if I don't have time to vlog during the weekend because Jeff is here, I'll see you all on Monday. Alright guys, so it is the last day of the Monster-A-Thon. It's Monday the 30th, and I'm here to wrap things up a little bit for you. I did start a new book, but I'm counting this one already for October, because I'm not finishing it for the Monster-A-Thon. But it is also kind of like a gothic thriller, gothic but in modern times. I mean, it is based in today's day, but it does feel a little bit like Crimson Peak, if you know what I mean, by Guillermo del Toro. Great movie, check it out. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying that one, and it's called A Darker Shade. Gonna put it somewhere here so you can see which one I'm talking about. And it is one that I'm really enjoying. I'm already like 50% through with the book, and it is so much welcomed after the bad experience that I had with my last read. So super happy to have changed to another book that I'm actually enjoying it. And I basically DNF'd the one that I was, you know, it was just a nightmare. And I'm just here to let you know the books that I read for the Monster-A-Thon. I'm gonna make a complete wrap-up video with all my thoughts on the books, but I just thought I would show you the books that I have completed. So here it is. All of this pile are the books that I have read for the Monster-A-Thon. Not all of them I loved, and then there are 2 that are missing because they were 2 ebooks. So yeah, actually not that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse, but I actually got to read a lot. So you guys, if you participated in the Monster-A-Thon, I hope that you were really successful, and I am so hoping that they're going to do this next year again, because it was a lot of fun to read some spooky books in September to get ready for October, for Halloween season, and it was great. I read some books that I liked. Others I didn't like so much, but it's gonna help me to unwholesome books, which is also not a bad thing. Make space for the new. So I hope you guys enjoyed these vlogs. I know that they got really long, so I'm sorry, but I still hope that you enjoy them. And I don't know when I'm gonna vlog next. Maybe I'll try to do a vlog at least during the Halloween week, so we shall see. I hope to have time to record a couple of Halloween themed videos that I'm excited about, so fingers crossed that I have time for those. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.